Alright, so here's a video of me driving the truck. You can see the 3 black marks on the instrument cluster. That's what I painted out the check engine lights. I really didn't feel like messing with the instrument cluster, pulling apart the circuit chip with the LEDs in order to get the lights to go off. Really didn't feel like going that in depth and messing something up, especially with the locations of the needles on the instrument cluster. So I've done that in the past and it's not fun, so I didn't feel like grabbing another cluster in order to repair it, stuff like that, you know. So I just pulled it off the clear part, painted over it, and oh, there we go. You can see those switches a lot better. And the AC is working properly. Carpet is new black. So go around the block real quick. We're in drive right now. You know, the transmission was brought to Tim Moy over in Lutz, probably the best transmission guy in the state of Florida for automatic transmissions, so in my opinion, but judging by the certifications on the wall, it's pretty impressive. So like I said in the earlier video, it doesn't leak any fluids. Truck drives straight as an arrow. It's got a brand new steering box. I can't remember the brand. Ended up getting it offline, but we're driving straight. Steering wheel straight. You know, there's no play in the steering wheel. It is a lifted truck. It's not going to drive like a car. And that's the amount of play that's in there. It's a brand new steering box. All the steering suspension parts are relatively new. So, and as you can tell, the windshield is slightly tinted. You just tell a little bit there. And when you get the windows up, you know, it's quite quiet in the truck, and you know, the windows are dark, but and just keep this in mind. It's a 215 horsepower P7100 pump. Pretty much ordered it from Pensacola Diesel just for that reason, so I can have a little extra horsepower without, you know, breaking the bank, and it's easier to make horsepower with that pump anyway. So, you know, the radio works. Let me see if I can show you. Tuner. And everything works on the radio. The truck does blow a little bit of black smoke. Let me see if I can get the mirror on it, so you can see a little better there. The truck's not a hot rod or anything like that. It does get the job done. I'm doing 45, 50 right now. Just easing into the throttle. This is the way I like to drive it. I was thinking about if I was going to keep the truck, I was thinking about adding some switches to add lockup as soon as you go into second gear and kick out right about that same speed when you're slowing down. But the best way to drive it, just hit lockup. The right switch here goes into lockup. But if you're towing and such, like say if I get on it right now, you hit lockup. Starts going a lot faster in regards to speed, and it does build about 20 psi boost or so. Speed limit is 40 and I'm doing 60, so and when you're coming to a stop, you must, when you got this on here, I usually don't mess around with it too much when I'm driving around town, but you must hit both of those switches to unlock the torque converter and take it out of overdrive. So that is just a heads up on that. The AC's still blowing cold. No issues with the AC pump or anything like that. Towing brake control still does work. Says trailer disconnected. Blah blah blah. Fuel economy, I would estimate in the 15 to 16 miles to the gallon range. Honestly, I haven't really hand calculated it, but just by what's coming up on the odometer, and then how long it takes for me to go through a tank, you know, probably around 15, 16, but as you know, the truck's driving straight, no issues. But other than that, if you want to like kick into overdrive, you can feel it click into overdrive there and hit lock up. You can hear it start getting a little low in sound. Doing 70 miles an hour. Probably in the interstate, probably best fuel economy, I would say 65, 70. It doesn't have any upgraded governor springs or anything like that. It does max out 3, I think. I haven't really tested it, but when you free rev it, it goes to like 3,500. So probably around 3 or 32 is probably where it's going to max rev out of an RPM. Yeah, see? So that's about getting on it right there, about 3,000. You know, 20 pounds of boost. So truck does sound good. It's not going to be obnoxiously loud. It's got a MagnaFlow muffler on there, 4-inch downpipe to the MagnaFlow to a 5-inch tip. So other than that, guys, this pretty much completes the video. I'm going to go ahead and swing back. If you got any questions, give me a call, 813-245-1931. I got it on eBay, Craigslist, Trucks Gone Wild. And remember, when you're slowing down, hit those 2 switches. If you do not hit those 2 switches, transmission's not going to like you, and you're probably going to stall. Let me go ahead and turn around here, but I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys later. I'm asking $22,500 on eBay, Craigslist, and Trucks Gone Wild. Honestly, I'm not looking for any trades. You know, as a project is, I'm pretty much done with it. And I'll move on to bigger and better things, stuff like that. So it's a good truck for anybody. As you know, Cummins for reliability. The Ford truck is probably the best truck you can buy, in my opinion. And that's pretty much it. Can't really buy any better truck. So 813-245-1931.